Do you want to be a legend in your own kitchen? I can help you get there with baked chicken parmesan. Baked, yep, not fried. It's healthier for you. It tastes great. It freezes well. This is actually kind of one of those perfect dinners. So, first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to flatten out the chicken breast. Let me show you how I do it. Here's how you flatten the chicken breast. Now, you don't have to do this step, but I think it's a good idea because it cooks a little more evenly and it cooks faster. So, a few things you need. You need a cutting board, and you need a damp cloth or a piece of paper towel underneath the board to keep it from sliding around. See, without it, moves around. With it, it's not going anywhere. I've got a few pieces of wax paper. I've got the chicken, and I like to use this kind of mallet. Sometimes you can find them just with a little handle on top. I like a handle along the side, and I'm going to show you why this is so easy to use. First of all, wax paper underneath. Chicken breast. Piece of wax paper on top. Now, here's why I like this kind of hammer. Because I'm not coming up from like 3 feet high and bringing all my weight down. I'm just kind of letting the weight of the hammer come down here. So I'm gently flattening this out. Just like that. I'm not going for very, very, very thin. I'm going for just a little bit thinner and even out along the way. How can you tell if it's about right? Run your hand over it. Your hand will tell you, does that feel all right? Yeah. Feels rather even. I like the shape of that. And one more. Am I keeping my fingers in harm's way? Not really, because I'm not bringing a whole ton of weight down, but this also keeps it from moving around the cutting board. A little bit more. Feels even to me. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to get the breadcrumbs ready. I've got regular breadcrumbs here. These are gluten-free. You can use any kind of breadcrumbs. Packaged breadcrumbs, homemade breadcrumbs, whatever works for you. I've got some dried thyme and some dried oregano. I'm going to throw in about a tablespoon or so of Parmesan cheese. And just kind of mix that around. A little salt and pepper. And that's good. Just kind of mix everything around. I want an egg. Always break on a flat surface. Beat the egg a little bit. A little salt. And a little more pepper. And I like a little bit of olive oil in. Don't need much. That was about a teaspoon or so. Now, when you do a traditional breading, you're deep frying, I put on some flour first, help things adhere, then the egg and the breadcrumbs. I'm skipping the flour step altogether. Let me show you. Got the chicken here. And I'm just going to pop it into the egg. And all I'm really looking for is for the breadcrumbs to stick to the egg mixture in the chicken. Like that. See, look at that. That is nicely coated. There's going to be a little left over, and I'm going to sprinkle it on top. But just drop that on. Now, how thick did I make this? That's maybe about 3/4 of an inch. Again, I just really leveled out the whole piece of chicken. I wasn't going for 1/4 of an inch or a 1/2 an inch. My main thing was to make it as even as possible. So again, breadcrumbs. And so now you see there's some parts that aren't covered up that well. Well, I'm just going to sprinkle on top. Might as well put all the crumbs on. Now I'm going to pop it into the oven, put it in about 450, and it'll take about 10 or 12 minutes. It's going to bake all the way through. Now, if they're a bit thicker, it might be 15 minutes. Here they go. The chicken is just about done. I took it out of the oven a little before being fully cooked. It's about 160 degrees. You want chicken breast to be about 160 degrees, 155, 165, just about cooked, because I'm going to pop it back in to finish up melting the cheese. Now you see this piece is a little bit thicker, so I took this one out about 2 minutes earlier, but these are done. So now I've got some sauce here. You can use homemade sauce, you can use jarred sauce, whatever you'd like. And just putting a little bit up the middle. Just like that, making it artistic looking. And I've got some shredded mozzarella. You can use any cheese you like. You can use fresh mozzarella. I've got the shredded, but it is called chicken parm, so how about some parm? Just a little Parmesan on top. Gives it that nice flavor. Now this is going back in the oven for about 4 minutes, and that's only going to go into it for about 350 degrees or so. You can almost turn the oven off because it was at 450 before, but 350 is fine, keeps it hot enough. You're going to see some really nice melting in a sec. Here you have it, baked chicken parmesan. All you need to do is plate it up. Ouch, ouch, it's a little warm. Not too bad. I happen to have some leftover pasta here. Doesn't that look nice? Bring this off the plate. And voila. And you know what this needs? I think this needs a garnish. Oh look, I happen to have one here. A little fresh basil from the garden. That's perfect. There you have baked chicken parmesan. What a dinner.